They ain't never check in to nobody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They just go to their hotel and move military.
People play with people intelligence the way they play with people intelligence and intellect. You know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean?
To me, is who pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck him, but I fuck this one.
Yeah, I think I can take.
When you move around the city, bro, you gotta be careful, and that's just we dealing with G Unit. Had a lot.
Tony Yayo just popped up and lit a match under one of the wildest beefs in hip-hop, calling out Jay Prince and possibly exposing the biggest extortion game the industry's ever seen. Jay Prince, the mastermind behind Rap-A-Lot Records and a serious force in Houston, tried to run his infamous check-in play on 50 Cent. But instead of folding like others, 50 straight up flipped the script. He aired out the whole game, challenging Jay Prince to do something. What was once quiet tension between Houston's underworld influence and G-Unit's all gas, no brakes mentality just exploded. Now, it's not just rap beef, it's a full-blown street-level clash. But to understand how this storm started, we gotta roll it back. Jay Prince isn't just a name, he's a power move in human form. Founder of Rap-A-Lot and the silent dawn of Houston streets, he's been holding it down for decades. He doesn't need to shout, his name alone makes people stay in line. In Hometown, if an artist pulled up without checking in, they might just leave without their ice. Or worse. Now enter 50 Cent, never the one to bow down.
I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive was put back.
Yeah. And so a lot of people have been talking about, man, he's here only because they gave him a cheap deal or something like that. The reality is there's more to that deal than that. Way more.
They can't see.
Break that down.
I'm spending $20 million this year anyway, in the same building that they're saying was the cheap building.
Right.
So find somebody else to spend 20.
From his early days beefing with Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, and the rest of Murder Incorporated, 50 made it crystal clear, he doesn't do mob politics. G-Unit was built like a war squad. No checking in, no ring kissing, and definitely no paying for protection. That attitude clashed hard with Houston's rules. So when rumors started floating about 50 possibly relocating to Hometown, people knew something was about to go down, and it wasn't going to be quiet. If 50 Cent really touched down in Houston without checking in with Jay Prince, that's not just disrespect, that's a full-blown power play. And guess what? He did it. What started as a long-distance Cold War turned into something way more serious. 50 was in New York doing what he does best, talking slick and trolling the industry, while Jay Prince held it down in Houston like the city's silent boss. They tossed subliminal shots back and forth but never invaded each other's zones. Until 50 casually dropped a bomb on Twitter, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later." This wasn't about clout. 50 moved with a plan. New York taxes were eating his money alive, and Houston offered him everything he needed. Low taxes, wide space, and a rising hip-hop scene ready to blow. Plus, Branson Cognac needed a southern stronghold, and Houston's liquor market was on fire. He saw the opportunity, plain and simple. Plug into the culture, push the brand, and bring some big-time entertainment money to Hometown. But here's the catch. He didn't check in. And Jay Prince, he didn't take that lightly.
We need to change the word for the youngster. The checking in part, you know, is they seem to get hung up on that word checking in.
Yeah.
So if we could diversify that word and bring it up to a 2021 thing.
Right. What's the word, OG? What's the word?
Maybe we may want to tell them they need to get.
Word is, Jay saw it as 50 trying to sit on the throne without showing respect. Allegedly, Jay Prince sent a few people to apply pressure. Some even claim he wanted 50 to pay up for local protection. But 50 wasn't having it. He made it clear, G-Unit rolls deep with their own crew, and they don't pay to play. Period. Things got heated fast. Rumors started flying that Jay Prince tried to hit 50 with a no-fly zone over Houston, basically saying, "You're not welcome here." That kind of power move might work on smaller names in the game, but this is 50 Cent we're talking about. And 50, man. He turned the heat up on Jay Prince like it was reality TV. He hit Instagram with memes, slick captions, and low-key jabs that had folks glued to their screens. He clowned the whole check-in drama and made it loud and clear. He don't play that mob game. 50 dared Jay Prince to step to him, and he did it in front of everybody. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, things were getting messy. 50 had been putting major work into building a $20 million G-Unit film and TV studio right in Houston. This wasn't just business, it was about jobs, internships, and new energy for the city. But out of nowhere, the whole project shifted to Shreveport, Louisiana. Officially, 50 said it was about better infrastructure. But come on, if you were paying attention, you know the real reason.
On stupid, right?
Yeah.
You're stuck on stupid and you're not using your powers or access to powers that you have. You're looking at it as a negative versus a positive. You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a blessing, Rip.
Real.
Houston street politics were heating up, and 50 wasn't about to start playing chess with snakes. And here's where it all flipped. Jay Prince may have tried to push 50 out, but the city welcomed him like royalty. In 2022, just a year after 50 touched down, Houston didn't just accept him, they celebrated him. The actual mayor, Sylvester Turner, handed 50 Cent a key to the city and officially named November 24th 50 Cent Day during the Thanksgiving Day parade. The crowd went crazy. Mayor Turner called him a philanthropist and entrepreneur, shouting out how he supported high schoolers through his G-Unity program. 50 was posted up on that parade float like he'd been born and bred in hometown. And he didn't stop there. Through his G-Unity Foundation, 50 started really giving back. Turkey drives, toy giveaways, school donations, the kind of stuff that actually touches the people. He didn't just move to the city, he became part of it. 50 wasn't just making noise, he was making moves. He linked up with the Houston Rockets, Texans, and Astros through his Sire Spirits brand, turning his business hustle into a citywide power play. In 2023 alone, he donated $850,000 worth of toys. Then in 2024, he helped raise $500,000 for the Houston Children's Charity just by auctioning off 2 massive bottles of his Le Chemin du Roi champagne. The whole event pulled in a wild $6 million. Meanwhile, Jay Prince was allegedly sitting back watching all this unfold, like a king watching someone else take over his throne. The man who used to run Houston from the shadows was now watching 50 Cent get celebrated in the spotlight. Then Tony Yayo stepped in, the most outspoken voice in G-Unit. In a Vlad TV interview, he finally laid it all out. The real reason G-Unit never played that check-in game. According to Yayo, G-Unit stayed militant on purpose. He said straight up, the whole check-in system is just a slick way to line up rappers for extortion. You check in, you pay up, or you risk getting robbed. That's the unspoken rule. Jay Prince built his whole reputation on being the protector of artists in Houston. He crowned himself the unofficial king of the city and created this fake-friendly system called checking in. But let's keep it real. It sounds sweet until you realize it's just a fancy setup for getting in your pockets. Here's how it supposedly works. Artists pull up in Houston, they're expected to check in with Jay Prince's people, show respect, which really means run that money. They'll say it's for your safety, like they're going to make sure your chain comes back if something goes missing. But don't check in. That's when the real drama starts. Yayo even brought up Pop Smoke's situation as a warning. Pop Smoke's death was more than a tragedy, it was a warning.
Don't turn me down. What you said? Don't turn me down. What you on, folks? Don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What you on, folks? What you mean what I'm on? What you on, man? What the deal there? What up? What up? You want to buy your shit back or what? You ain't get you flunked out ass little nigga. I'm trying to see where you at. You dumb mother. What you got? $20 out of cup? Nah, nigga. You know what we got, nigga. Stop that cap.
Mad. Man, crazy as a motherfucker.
Nigga capping, bro. They gonna believe anything you
want me to start my car? I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You is on this.
When artists move without real protection or lean too hard on street alliances, they become easy targets. Yayo didn't sugarcoat it. He said street protection always comes with strings attached. And when stuff hits the fan, nobody's really coming to save you. Yayo broke it down clear. All these mob ties and gangster connections don't just bring danger, they bring the feds. This ain't the 90s anymore. We're talking mafia-style extortion and artists getting set up. That's RICO case territory. G-Unit wasn't about to risk it. They'd rather stay strapped, solid, and owe nobody anything than get tied up with street dudes running hidden agendas. Then it got real. NBA young boy pulled up to Houston for business, refused to check in, and boom, his place gets hit. Chains gone, cash snatched, car keys vanished without a trace. And out of nowhere, Jay Prince pops up on Instagram acting like a hero, claiming he got the stolen goods back. But instead of handling it behind the scenes like a real one, he posted a whole video, like he was running PR for himself. 15. Young boy wasn't having it. He clapped back hard, basically saying if Prince really wanted to help, he would have handled it off camera. Instead, he looked like a 60-year-old clout chaser trying to get some online shine.
Call, you know what I mean? Because the little homie young boy place got broke into, people went in his place, disrespected different things, and I got a call about it. And the little homies that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, young boy family is okay with me. And as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren. You know, all that shit that they took. And the homie, Shakur, what you got, homie?
You got your Rolls Royce umbrellas. You got your keys. You got a bunch of other shit.
Then Cameron and Maze jumped in too, dragging Jay Prince. They said real OGs don't extort, they uplift. And if you're still out here playing Mob Boss in your 60S, you already lost. And let's not forget about those infamous dice games. Jay Prince's second favorite hustle right behind intimidation.
All that, I don't respect none of this shit, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me you could call. Man, nigga, it's plenty ways you can get in touch with me. Man, don't get on no internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do nothing dealing with no publicity, none of that pussy and shit. And I'm good on the keys, gangster. When you buy shit cash, two keys come with the car anyway. Man,
these high-stakes games are legendary in Houston, but not in a good way. Word's been out for years that they're rigged setups used to trap rappers. And the most devastating example, Takeoff. We all remember how he lost his life at one of those dice games. What started as a flex turned into a shootout, one of the saddest moments in hip-hop history. And it all went down in a place built on street games and egos. So what really happened that night? According to whispers in the streets, this wasn't just some random tragedy. Rumors say Jay Prince was heated, allegedly upset that Takeoff and Quavo didn't check in the right way.
Dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas. Like the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me.
Say Jay Prince was heated, allegedly upset that Takeoff and Quavo didn't check in the right way. Word is, he told his crew to send a message. It was supposed to be a scare, just a little pressure, but it went deadly. Takeoff lost his life. And after the smoke cleared, Jay Prince dodged accountability like a pro escape artist. Every time someone brings it up, he deflects, talks in circles, downplays it all like it was nothing. At one point, he basically admitted he destroyed evidence. And here's the worst part. Takeoff wasn't even the only victim. Remember Duke the jeweler? The man won $100,000 in a dice game. Probably felt like he was on top of the world. But before he could even make it to his car, he was ambushed, robbed, and murdered. Another young black man taken too soon. And for what? Some rigged dice, a shady setup, and a twisted code of honor that's got nothing to do with respect.
Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know, any and everything.
Now line that up next to 50 Cent, who's out here building community centers, feeding families, and donating to schools. It's not even a fair comparison. One of them is building a real legacy. The other is still gripping the streets with fear and old-school intimidation. But this ain't just memes and trolling anymore. 50's allegedly playing a whole different game behind the curtain. Word is, he's talking to people off camera, gathering proof that the check-in system is nothing more than a slick extortion setup. And he's not just talking, he's moving. He's hinted at the feds getting involved. And if they do, that could be checkmate. 50 knows how to play chess, not checkers. He doesn't bluff. Those memes he's posting, that's just the surface. Behind the scenes, he's loading ammo. 50 might not just be playing for clout. He could be building a case, saving receipts, lining up the perfect moment to drop that one leak, that one Fed tip, that one post that could shut down J. Prince's whole legacy in a flash. One of them's got the streets. The other, he's got the city behind him. But only one is winning this war. 50 Cent didn't just relocate to Houston. He took it over. While J. Prince was allegedly trying to run artists out with pressure plays and shadow games, 50 pulled up bold, got handed the key to the city by the mayor, and started building real programs that actually gave back to the people. Now that whole check-in empire is wobbling, falling apart under the weight of exposure. So the question is, who really runs Houston now? The street figure working from behind the scenes, or the man standing front and center, backed by the city, the fans, and the next generation? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is 50 pushing it too far, or is he the hero hip-hop needed to finally pull back the curtain on this whole underground game? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real talk and deeper dives into hip-hop's hidden battles. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth, and trust us, you won't want to miss what's coming next. It only gets messier from here.